Welcome back to Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists. This week on the show, they are the lifeblood of the comedy community. They're beloved, they are thrilling, they're exciting. Everyone loves to be at their shows, and there's nothing quite like them. This week on the show, it's Improvisers.
Improvisation is when people are making things up on the spot. Hey, did you guys write that before? No, they didn't.
So throw out your scripts and let's listen in.
It's really fun to chat with you guys.
Yeah.
You guys, do you guys have podcasts of your own?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I have a podcast where I make my guests watch a full episode of Ghost Hunters, and then we talk about that episode of Ghost Hunters.
Do you do a quick improv set after?
Yeah, we do a quick improv set based on the Ghost Hunters episode we saw. And
Hilarious.
then yeah.
That's so funny.
And then we do a Herald after. So it's kind of like episodes are like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. Which is the perfect podcast.
But it's super fun, and we're
That's so
growing,
cool.
and I can tell, like, the numbers we're growing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's your podcast?
So my podcast is actually really, really fun. I bring in the same 4 guys, and we just go for it for about, like, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours, just kind of going for it. And
What do you mean you go for
we
it?
just,
Yeah.
like, improvise just nonstop.
Yeah, go for what? Go for groceries?
Can you imagine he's, like, going for groceries?
Oh, imagine
like,
he's
with a
going for
shopping cart?
groceries and all of a sudden, like, the CIA comes and tries to, like, arrest him.
Like, you're arrested, mister. And I'm like, no, I'm just grabbing watermelon.
That
Yeah.
literally reminds me exactly of a podcast idea that I've been dying to do.
What is it?
And it's 4 people all playing Gordon Ramsay.
That is
That's
so
hilarious.
good. That's
4
good.
Gordons?
That's
Well,
so
actually,
good.
no, that's really
That's
funny because I have an
hilarious.
improv team named for Gordons, and it's 4 guys named Gordon, and we just go to town on stage.
That's
like it's
You
super
just go
fun.
to town.
Yeah.
I've seen you guys.
you
I
live
saw
in the
you guys.
country and you go visit the town?
No, like
Like, can you imagine you're the mayor?
I saw you guys when you guys had that show at the El Salvadorian Mexican fusion restaurant.
El Salvadorian fusion Mexican restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was you guys hosted that
Sauces.
show. Yeah, and you guys did that. You did like close call car accident improv where you had every people like come up and tell monologues about when they were almost in a car accident.
Yeah.
And then you did improv based on those stories.
Yeah, it's called 4 Gordon's Car Crash Stories at Sauces.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
so
at
fun.
Sauces.
That's super
incredible.
fun.
Yeah,
it's
we
such
had
a fun way
such-
to get the audience
Your
involved.
set was
It's
awesome.
so fun.
When you went into the kitchen during your set.
Oh, you remember that?
I lost my mind. That killed. That absolutely
No,
killed.
yeah, I mean, like with improv, it's so hard to like translate, but like when it was really funny.
Because
when I went to
imagine
the
like you
kitchen.
go into the kitchen and like they're cooking like something really special and you like walk in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So what's everybody's names?
Let's go round.
Let's go round.
Let's go around.
Round. Let's go round.
I
Let's
will
go
go
round on the school bus. I'm the captain. Okay. Sorry, no, guys, I'm just playing. I'm Layla, and I've been doing improv I've been doing improv for like 10 years because I did it in high school, but I've been in the scene for like probably 4 or 5 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I trained at a little bit of UCB, a little bit of this sleepaway camp in Delaware called Make 'em Ups.
Oh, I've heard of Make 'em Ups. That's so cool that you went there.
Always wanted
Yeah.
to go to a sleepaway improv camp.
Yeah.
And like they only like you have to audition to get in.
Yeah,
so
it's like an improv boarding school.
Yeah.
I was one of like
That's
like they
so
only
cool.
pick like 40 16-year-olds who audition
Wow.
to get in,
Right.
and so it was like it's actually like kind of hard to get into.
Yeah, I've heard like because like 45 people are auditioning, right?
Yeah, and so like some tough choices have to be made. And
It also
so,
costs so much money, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you can get a scholarship of 10% off if you're really good.
Did you believe like the massive amounts of allegations that came out about it?
There was a massive
Because it got
amount.
shut down, right? Like because there were like 40 16-year-olds at an improv camp. Like a
I mean-
massive problem, right?
Yeah, it's tough. The allegations are definitely tough, but it's like I'm exhausted at this point. There's allegations everywhere.
Yeah, I feel like it's not about the allegations themselves aren't that big of a deal. It's just that there's so many.
It's like the volume. Yeah, I get why that's a problem. But like nonetheless, I mean, it was still like I don't know, it taught me kind of everything I know. So I'm like, I can't, it wasn't all bad for me. I understand. I feel really bad for those girls. But I had a good time.
What's your name?
What's up, guys? My name's Cameron. And my Instagram bio is Crazy Cameron, so people call me Crazy. What can I say? I only do short form because I just am silly. I'm a silly guy.
Where at, like Comedy Sports?
Yeah, so I started at Comedy Sports, and now I'm doing short form at Olive Garden. It's this new program they're doing.
Oh yeah, I heard
Oh,
about that. They have a stage in every
restaurant.
Olive
Yeah,
Garden
no,
now
it's
for
really
short
awesome.
form improv.
And
It's called Meatballs, right?
yeah, it's called Meatballs, and with a Z. I live in Atwater, and I have
So,
a hot girlfriend.
How'd you get into that? Like, are the auditions like rolling, or is it?
I asked.
Oh, you just asked.
I really believe in asking for things.
You just asked, and they just like let you on.
So I had a friend that went to my all boys school with me, and he started. He started a short form team at Maggiano's at the Grove, but it was just like a one-off.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, the guy at Olive Garden was there. And he was like, this is such a good idea. Meanwhile, I am at a Young Hollywood party with my hot girlfriend. I meet that Olive Garden guy, and I pitch him my team. And he goes, what about Meatballs? And I go, what about Meatballs with a Z? And ever since, we just do short form. It really brings in a lot of customers because I think short form is so silly.
Yeah, and we should probably, for the listeners, I honestly,
yeah.
I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
believe we're the experts on this.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's honestly
know.
blowing my mind right
It's
now.
crazy that they
But-
chose us.
So
us
short
four.
form improv is basically it's a simpler form of improv that's it's based on predetermined games. So you basically don't even have to do anything when
Have
you
you-
improvise. It
have you-
basically takes like no skill because it's already built in for you.
Have you heard of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Because that's what it's like.
That's
That's
like
what it's
short
like.
form.
Right, it's kind of like that. Yeah.
I love Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah,
Yeah.
where like long form is actually like a lot more difficult, I would say.
Yeah,
you know?
and it's like it's more difficult to watch, but that's because it's so much more impressive
Right.
to do when you do it right.
It's like red wine versus like a spritzer of red wine. Like it's like
Yeah.
like without the bubbles. Like there's no pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like it's more
Damn,
satisfying.
that's exactly that.
That's how I feel.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
No offense though. Like
No.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different forms. Because then, have we talked about long form? Have we explained it?
I just did, yeah.
So long form improv is like there's just so many less rules in long form than short form. So like,
I
short
actually
form, it's
disagree.
like- well, no, like let me show like an example because like short form is like, oh, you have to do this in this scene.
I
You
disagree.
can't do other thing. And then in long form, it's
Yeah.
like no, we just do a simple opening and then we do an exact scene, 3 scenes off that opening, and then we do a group game, and then we do second scenes off that opening, and then we do another group game. It's just more free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
oh, I'm good. Sorry, I think it looked like I was like farting for a second, or I like, don't know what that was. I think I just had like sorry. This is my Instagram bio, but it says like resting fart face.
Oh
so
my
it-
God,
some-
I see it now.
Sometimes it kind of looks like I'm about to say something, but I'm actually not.
That's
I
hilarious.
literally
Yeah,
see
so
it.
that's where that
funny.
story came from. My friends like just give me shit all the time because I have resting fart face.
That's so
hilarious.
I love
funny.
when friends
Yeah.
give each other shit. It's like the best kind of friend.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I am actually doing a web series based on that. So
Oh.
I could send you the script if you guys want.
Oh,
I
yeah, that'd be
actually
great.
I'd
need
love it.
extras for a party scene this Saturday if anyone's
Oh.
interested.
That's crazy.
Um,
Where are you shooting?
we're shooting in Anaheim, but it's really short, like 6 hours.
Okay, I'm in.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
super short.
Yeah.
That's super short. I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
What's
that
your
sounds
name?
That'd be
great.
amazing. Sorry, go ahead.
No worries, guys. My name is Dusty. I am a comedian, I guess third. Second, I'm a husband, and then first, I'm a lawyer. So I do all sorts of different kinds of things, and I have a lot of fun with like my life. But like for me, improv is like the most incredible thing in the world. Like, if Willy Wonka were to exist, he wouldn't open a candy factory. He'd open a comedy theater, because some of the stuff we get to do is so fun and so crazy. And it's just like so fun because I don't have to do that stuff during the day. I get to save it for the night, and I'm out all night, and I'm working so hard. And so it's like fun to be playing. And I've done a lot of stuff. I did 18 months on Sunday Company at Groundlings.
Whoa.
Whoa, you did a year and a half. That's tough. So
Yeah, I
you
did a
got really
full year
close
and
to
a half.
actually getting main stage.
Yeah, well, then I just gave it up because
You just like got really
you
close
gave
to
it
it.
up.
And
Yeah,
you just gave it
I
up.
moved from personal injury to criminal defense as a lawyer, and it just was going to be too hard for me to do main company and like being a criminal defense attorney.
So you didn't get cut.
Whoa.
No, I've turned it
Wow.
down. It just felt better for me, and it broke my heart. It was so awkward to have to tell.
Yeah, I'm sure,
everyone
I'm
that.
sure.
Yeah, it was such a
Yeah.
bummer, but I loved it. It was so much fun. It's just like a nice release. It's just so.
So it's
fun.
just kind of like it's just like a hobby for you, and you could just kind of do it for fun.
It's just like the best. Like the people
Wow.
I'm talking to all day are quote unquote innocent people, but I know they're murderers. I know they're awful people. Like I know they've done terrible things. Like, and so it's like heavy, heavy, heavy. So when I get out of it, I'm like, let's go play. Let's play Zip Zap Zop. Let's play 5 things. Like, let's go
Yeah.
do improv. Like, it's so fun. I just got on a Herald team at UCB.
Whoa,
That's
congrats.
awesome. And you went to
Wow.
law school, and you were on Sunday. That's incredible.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you don't even like want to do comedy at all or anything.
Oh, I probably couldn't. I could never. I just.
well,
don't
you're
think-
doing it.
It's-
It
you're
seems
doing
like you're
it.
really
Yeah,
doing it
I guess.
right now.
I don't know. I just love to hang out. I love the things we get to do, the people I get to see. Like, that's what I do it for.
That's incredible that you just like went to law school. That's just nuts.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I love it. It's like, I don't get to be like this around other people. Like, if I was on a lawyer panel, it's like blah 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 blah. Like, can you imagine like being a lawyer and then like everyone else is like? I mean, this is a game. Like, this is totally a game. What I'm describing. Like, we could do an improv scene off of it.
Do you want to? Do you guys like want to?
I mean, oh my god. I mean,
Should
it's
we?
so I can't.
No, I don't
believe-
think we
Oh
should
my
do
gosh.
improv.
No, you guys.
my coach does this all the time. We just start talking and we start small talking, and I'm like, "Are you just wasting my $60 by having a conversation?" And then he goes, "Wait, let's do scenes off of our conversation we just had."
That's so fun.
So should we do improv scenes off of the conversation we just had?
Scenes from a park bench. Scenes from a park bench. Scenes from a park bench.
Okay, nobody can see, but Cameron's eyes just like went cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's crazy. So, what's up, guys? I'll tell you my name.
Oh, sorry. I thought we
Right.
had.
No, it's no problem. No
No,
problem.
we'll
We
do
had
improv
met.
scenes based off of his intro.
No, that's fine. That's.
Oh, let's
I know a lot of you guys.
Let's
I've
pull.
seen you guys around, so like that's really fun.
You just said your name was Gordon because you've been in the 4 Gordons.
No,
so-
none of our names are Gordon.
Oh.
None of our names are
way,
Gordon.
That's so
That's
silly.
so
Yeah.
That's
funny.
crazy.
We just like love to like do spins on that stuff. So like kind
That's
of like
so funny. I could throw up
Yeah.
right now. That's
Thanks.
so fucking funny.
Full
That's-
stop. That's so funny.
That's so funny.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks. Yeah. So basically, my name is Chyler, and I guess what I'm known as is kind of like the king of the indie scene. Like I just run the indie scene and spend most of my days just commercial auditioning and putting on improv shows. So it's a blast. I have a lot of fun with my friends. I have a lot of fun with a lot of people, and it's great. I really love improv, and I think it actually is very beneficial. And that's like the problem is like people always see it as like a joke, but actually mentally speaking, it's super beneficial and can teach you things that nothing else can.
No,
you
for
know?
sure.
Okay, I got one. We're pulling. I have a pull.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go.
Okay. Hey, I'm so sorry that I can't make it to our wedding today. I have to go to a commercial audition.
Honey, we're gonna get married. We've been waiting for this forever.
I know, but this is a non-union Samsung job, and I have to go do it.
Hello, it's your neighbor here. It's a kind of a crazy day I'm having.
It's so funny that I know you as the king of indie scene.
So thanks, guys.
It's
Scene
because-
and scene.
Edit,
Edit.
So sorry.
Edit.
That voice is iconic.
Oh,
It's-
thank you. Yeah.
Do you ever
yeah.
feel like I've only seen you improvise in that voice?
Well, no, I do a lot of other voices.
no, it's literally always that
No,
voice.
it's not. It's not.
No, you have like this one voice that
It's
like
really
no,
not.
for
It's
sure.
really not.
It's always
Like remember
I would
when we
recognize
did
it
that
anywhere.
Lights Out show? It was like a Lights Out bit show at the clubhouse and
Yes.
it was at midnight and
Because
you
the
couldn't tell
clubhouse
who was
ran out of power.
improvising.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Yeah,
electrical
there was an
bill
earthquake,
wasn't paid.
like
Yeah.
a magnitude 7.8 earthquake,
Yeah.
and destroyed the power grid at the clubhouse.
and they didn't pay the electrical bill.
And then we
Right.
tried to recreate it the week after and call it like Lights Out. We're like, we should do this every week, and then it just like didn't feel. The
Yeah, but
same
that's
at
not the
all.
only voice I do. That's just not the only
But
voice I do.
we could tell
We
you.
knew it
No,
was
it's,
you.
it's
We
like
knew it was
it's
you.
like it's so funny you call yourself the king of the indie scene. Number one, I think that's kind of funny.
I don't call. I've just been called that.
You
You know, 'cause,
literally-
like I'm kind of outside of the schooling
I
system.
think you are pushing it though.
I'm not.
Like,
I'm not.
come on, you're pushing it.
No, I'm really
You're
not trying
definitely
to.
outside of the school system. I haven't seen you get on any sort of house team ever.
No,
Like,
because
which is cool. Like it seems
And,
like you don't want it.
I also would
No,
love
those
to
are like bullshit. Yeah, it's awesome that you don't even want to get on one.
No.
Like it's like I can tell.
That's so funny. I got on one and it was just like I like just showed up to the audition. I really wanted it, of course. But there's a bunch of these teams that are like junior teams. Never been on one. You know those junior
Yeah.
house teams?
Like mod. Yeah, I'm on mod.
No, like mess hall.
Mess hall.
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm
you're
on
calling
that.
them a junior house team?
Yeah, I mean that's what I think they're
what
literally
they are.
categorized as.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's crazy. I just am not in the schooling system. So
Yeah, because you're king of the indie scene. I mean, I got put on Herald for a little bit, but I really love short form. That's really my main gig. Do you guys like musical improv?
I love musical improv. I think it's really, really funny. And when a team can do it, it's like magic.
I've seen you do it, and you sang in that voice too.
Oh yeah, well no, I didn't sing in that voice, but I love when we do an indie voice. When we do a indie night, I like really love getting musical improv teams because they just bring something, and then sometimes they let me jump in, and it's like just so fun.
Tyler, what's your background? Like, what do you want to do? Because I feel like I see you everywhere. I feel like I see you doing improv. You're jumping in all sorts of sets. You're
there
playing with
every
people
night.
every
Yeah.
single night. I've seen you at the Power Wows. I've seen you at all that stuff. But like, I don't know what you do outside of it, man. Like, because every time I feel like, and this is why I'm so grateful. I feel like every time I'm in conversations with improvisers, we're only just doing bits. So we have, of course, had to have that incredible bit where you act like you're a sergeant and I act like I'm a grasshopper.
Yeah.
which is
and
like
that
one of my favorite
that
bits.
sergeant sounds like that neighbor.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
Can I hear the sergeant?
No.
I don't know this bit.
We don't
Can I
need
hear
to
the
do. Well,
sergeant?
it's kind of like it's probably gonna happen
Well,
organically.
it was this bit that happened just because we were talking and I interrupted him and then I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Get back to your station.
Yeah, and that's what happened.
That's so funny. It's the same voice.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
not.
It's
I
hilarious.
just.
That's
It's a,
awesome.
if anything, it's like pretty straight man.
All of that to have said, like I don't know who you are as a person. Like what are you up to, dude? Like, what
Yeah.
do you
No, I
every
do
day?
improv, and I just like I do a lot of commercial auditions, and that's that's my life. So, everybody get back to the base.
I know you drive that
Yes, sir,
Prius.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Oh, you're being a grasshopper.
Oh,
my
I
God.
love this bit. Oh,
I
this
love
Yeah,
bit.
you guys get it now, right?
I love this bit. Yeah.
I know you drive a Prius. Did you pay for that with like a commercial money? Like, do you book the commercials or like where are you at?
Yeah, no, I sometimes book the commercials, but most of the money, I mean, it's mostly coming from like a couple commercials that I do every year, and it's great. It's
Oh,
great.
solid, solid.
Yeah.
So you're like an actor.
Yeah, like I'm an actor, like kind of, I guess.
That's
but,
awesome. I wish I could do that. I'm so jealous of your life. Like,
no,
I'm
thank
so
you guys.
jealous.
Thank you. No, to be honest though, a lot of the money does come from my parents, so like that's great.
Cool.
But, yeah,
What do they do?
my dad is in industrial design, and my mom is also in industrial design. So they both design the benches that don't let homeless people sleep on them.
Oh yeah, like the spike or just the like.
Not the spike ones, just the ones that have
aggressive
aggressive handles.
What do
Yeah.
they call it? Malicious architecture? No, it's like
Malevolent design?
malevolent design.
How did they get
Maybe.
rich off of that?
What is that?
Oh well, a lot of
Well,
cities buy
everybody
that.
has
so.
them. That's honestly really messed up.
No, it's sad, and like I just try to talk to them, and it's tough. Family dinners are tough because like I don't know how to be
Yeah,
like,
this
hey.
is
That's
kind of
insane.
awkward. I've definitely taken your parents to court before. I've tried
Really?
to. I've tried to, yeah. I've represented a couple people in my public defender days, a couple unhoused people that got injuries from trying to
So you were a
sleep on
public
those.
defender before you switched over to the private.
Yeah, I've done everything. It's so boring. I was public defender, then I was
Gosh.
personal injury, then I became criminal defense. So I was public defender, fighting for the state, fighting for people, fighting for innocent people who didn't have
Got
money.
sick of it.
And then I said, I'm so sick of being poor. I'm going to do personal injury, and I'm going to get a lot of money
Gosh.
from trying to help other people out with injuries. And then it got a little too cold for me. And then I said, I want to go back. I want to go back to helping free the innocent, but I don't want to do it for free anymore. I want to get paid doing it well, so I became a criminal defense attorney with all the experience I
The
had.
criminal defense attorneys that get paid well usually are also not defending the good ones.
Well, I try, you know, but
Yeah.
it's
It's tough to find a rich good person.
only-
just like my
yeah, you
parents.
can only
Just
try
like my
so
parents.
hard.
and I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest, I
for
lapsed a little bit. It's a little tricky, like I take what I take, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Can I ask
What
you
else
guys
do
like
do
something
for
like a
living?
crazy question? Like what do you think like is the most valuable thing you've learned from improv?
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought this was like I think about this all the time.
I would say a sense of community. And
Yeah.
first of all, my friends. I love my friends. I have some of the best friends ever. And I would also say it's community building. Every Wednesday at 7 a.m., I go with my friends and we go pick up. Like when shopping carts get away from the grocery store.
Yeah.
We go get them and bring them back to the grocery store.
Uh-huh.
It's,
This is-
it's a nonprofit.
And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
your Oh, no. Oh, okay.
No, and I do that on Tuesdays, and I wouldn't have found that group without improv.
That's a charity.
Yeah,
That's such a nice. How did that charity start?
Ralph's.
Ralph started.
Ralph started it. And they were like, we're losing all these shopping carts.
Because that's probably something their employees would normally do, like
Yeah.
for money.
But then also
And-
the city was having problems with the
Yeah.
shopping carts
Right.
because it was like it was kind of like trash in a sense. you
Well,
know
yeah,
what I mean?
my
It was
parents
getting in the
also
way.
designed the shopping carts
I was
that
gonna
stop
say-
the wheel.
I think
The
I'm
wheel
taking
stops.
your nonprofit to court as well. Back in the public defender days, because of the injuries that were sustained by a couple unhoused people from ripping the shopping carts from their homes.
Yeah, well, not all Ralphs could afford those because that's really expensive.
Not
unless your
all
parents pay.
Ralphs are rich. Yeah.
No, that's all different.
it's
of
all
something
different.
So
you
then-
really don't think about.
Yeah, the charity started when there was a Trader Joe's shopping cart on the 405 and 10 people died.
Wow.
Oh my god, I was about to do like a bit about
bit?
like being
If you're
like
gonna
shopping
do your
for,
pull though, do your
No,
pull. Do your
okay.
pull.
No,
It was
I
like-
actually think comedy that's about dark stuff is so funny.
It's
Go,
like
go.
I'm just like I'm on the 405 and then I'm like this avocado's kind of soft. Like can you imagine
And then like
that?
me as the avocado. I'm not just a softie. There's a lot more to me. I also love to show you my penis.
Okay,
and
so
that reminds me, yeah.
Yeah,
because
it's swipe,
that
swipe, swipe, edit,
edit. My favorite, the thing that I've learned most about improv is that every choice you make is right.
Yes.
Every single move you make is correct,
Right.
even if it makes people uncomfortable,
100%.
even if like you're told not to, even if your teacher stops the scene, like you have to go in with the knowledge that everything you do is correct. And so you can take a note, but just know that the choice you made was right.
100%.
And I apply that to my normal life. So like every time I do something that like, I don't know, maybe my roommates don't agree with or my parents don't agree with, like I made that choice because everything I do is right.
Like what are the
Everything I
things
do
that
is
you
correct.
what are those choices that they
Well,
don't
I
agree
borrowed
with?
my roommate's car, which like I think that she like we
What
never
was that
explicitly
situation?
said, well, I guess it was this whole misunderstanding because she goes to work every day and for some reason I thought like maybe she wouldn't have work one day. And so I just like took a chance and I just took it really quickly. I just had to go to Coachella. And so she was like really upset.
Yeah.
And it's like we can resolve that situation, but I know that every choice I make is right. And
I
it's
feel like
just,
if she was an
whatever you
improviser
do
too, she would
after.
get it. Like if she was actually an
I
improviser.
think so.
But then if you've like been around long enough, you know that every choice is right, but then also to listen so much to her when she's so upset.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
listening
listening to
hard.
her. And
Yeah.
you must have just been listening to her when she was so pissed.
Yeah. I
And-
was really listening and
and-
I was like responding and I was actually really in it. I was
Yeah.
like, I couldn't help but smile the whole conversation because
Like-
I was like, I'm so
Like,
in
that's
it.
what
I'm
you've learned.
listening
Isn't
so
that
It
You've
must,
much
have
learned
been,
right
so
it
now.
must have
well.
been so
Yeah.
amazing to listen, to have like, if I'm your roommate, to be listened to so well, and then at the end you go, every choice I make is right. Did you
Yeah.
s- And like,
Well,
be
I did
grateful.
tell her that. I explained like
that you
that.
guys were just
Yeah.
improvising.
Yeah, well, I said this was you should go take a class. You should
Yeah.
take a class.
Yeah.
You're really good at this.
Yeah.
I think the numero uno thing that I learned that is important to me in everyday life is when you see, and this is more UCB than Groundlings, but it is if you see the unusual thing, you got to call it out. And if you can't call it
That
out,
must help you so much in your law cases.
I do
Like,
that a lot.
Yeah.
Call it out.
Here's an unusual thing. The person says that they saw my client at 3 p.m., but my client was in a gym at 3 p.m.
You sound like a really confident lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is exactly how I sound, too, in the room. And
I'd say what was unusual about that is that who would go to the gym in the afternoon?
I will never go to the gym.
No, you won't catch me there.
You won't catch me there.
it's not unusual to me. I think what's unusual to me about this one is somebody saw them there, but it's very clear we have them on a camera that they're somewhere else.
I guess what was unusual to me is how you said it.
Yeah,
Like, it
yeah.
was
Yeah.
kind of
Maybe
like
that's how
it's a
that's-
funny voice.
Like
That's what
that's what
happened.
you could heighten
I
is
think
like
in
being
court-
more unsure about the more and more serious thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
maybe your client
Like a
is like
goofy
on
voice
death
or
row
something.
now, and you're like, wow, I really think my client was.
Yeah,
just
and
a
your
pitch.
client could be like, I don't think I'm guilty.
Or if you like maybe did the subtitles game, and if maybe you don't understand what they're saying, like if it's in another language, just like make up what they're saying.
like
That's-
gibberish.
That's such
Like
a good
gibberish?
exercise.
That's short form for you.
That's the kind of stuff that's really fun in improv. I love that stuff in improv. So I hear where you guys are coming from. The unusual thing here to just isolate it was the alibi was wrong, and this person was actually lying under oath.
Oh.
So what was crazy here is that this
Oh.
person would be exonerated. Like it's hard when jail is on the line to do bits and jokes and things like that.
How do you not heighten it?
It's hard not to heighten it. It's hard. I want to do those things like you saying all those things like they're
Right.
going through my head.
Is there no like
Yeah.
walk-ons or anything in court?
No, I mean, so I guess I could explain court through improv terms.
That'd be really helpful
Yeah.
for us.
That would be so cool.
Because I mean, I've seen it on TV, but I don't think that's like.
Yeah,
real.
the only
Totally.
honestly the only court I've seen is in improv scenes, and every single time the funny thing is nobody knows how courts work.
And the funny thing is, usually the stenographer, and there's usually 4 or 5 stenographers. Usually, I would say in improv, that's one of my biggest problems when it comes to being an improviser. Is people are like, "Oh, I'll take you to court," and then we cut to the court scene, and the entire team wants to be a stenographer, and I'm out there alone. That's the hardest thing for me, I think.
Yeah, because nobody knows how it works.
Because I'm just like, well, let's just do it. And we don't have to do it. We don't have to do it step by step by step by step. But one person's got to be a judge. One person's got to be a defendant. One person's got to be a prosecutor. We can have some people in the audience. We can have a bailiff. There's a lot of people that we can use.
Oh, I love when people are big choice bailiffs.
Yeah, that's tough too because bailiffs usually don't speak unless,
Yeah.
and if a bailiff is speaking, then something has gone terribly wrong. That's usually something you
Yeah.
need to think about. In
Have you
court.
ever thought about teaching a genre class?
You'd be so good at
I'm
that.
really good
about
at
it.
genre because law is like a genre.
They asked me
Yeah,
to teach
like
a
the
genre
genre of
class. Yeah,
court.
they asked me to teach one over at this new comedy theater in El Segundo called El Segundo Comedy Click. And
That's crazy. I'm on one of their house teams.
ESCC?
Yep.
No way. Congrats.
Thank you. It
That's
was
great.
so hard. There was like 12 rounds.
Yeah, I know. I heard they said what we don't like about the other theaters is that there's not enough auditions and rounds.
Because it builds you.
Yeah, they said we're gonna take
Yeah.
what everyone loves, the heavy levels and the heavy gatekeeping.
Yet
Yeah.
nobody goes to the shows. They only go to the auditions.
Yeah, but
I
they
mean,
pay for the auditions.
You guys, I don't know. I mean, and maybe this is a hot take. Like, I feel like we all are like, boo, gatekeeping. But like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of useful to
Are you on house teams anywhere?
I mean, yeah, I'm on mod and I'm on mess hall at UCB. And I just think that it's like good to have like there's so much camaraderie.
So I guess, like,
around the audition
Maybe we
time.
should explain what mod and mess hall is.
Okay, yeah,
And-
so-
and gatekeeping.
Let's explain gatekeeping, mod, mess hall, and El Segundo's mod, Poppy.
Okay, so a mod team is UCB's house sketch team. Now it's not exactly improv, but it's kind of like drawing on a lot of those terms. And mess hall is like they're almost Herald team. Like they're so close to the Herald team, which is like the big team. Like they're really, really close to it. And
Then,
so
then mod Poppy.
It's
Mod
Poppy. It's Poppy. It's the equivalent to Mod at UCB, but it's in El Segundo.
Right.
So it's sketch auditions.
So,
Because it's heavy auditions.
Because the team is mostly auditioning.
Yeah.
That honestly sounds really fun.
So you like gatekeeping though, and what's gatekeeping?
It's not that okay, so gatekeeping is like when you when you put impossible barriers to the stage.
Right.
You just keep putting barriers up and up and up and like, oh, you have to take this class, oh, you have to like do this team. You have to do this team for 6 months before you can even be considered for this team. And it's like, I don't know, I just like I think rules are kind of awesome. And I don't know.
That's
Does
someone
it-
who
and
always-
maybe nobody agrees with me. Maybe
That's
nobody
like great
agrees
for
with me,
you,
that's
but I'm
like
just
a
like
hot take I
outside
have.
the system. Like I just feel like they hold talent back, and like what improv is, what I've learned the most is how to be free, and that's like the biggest thing is you should have
Right.
no fear. You should be following your gut. Every choice is right, and I feel like in a system, you're just not gonna get as many interesting choices.
That's why
you
El
know?
Segundo is so incredible, because the system is trying to get into the system.
Yeah. Have you considered being a lawyer? It sounds like you'd love it.
I've never thought about it because I want to be a famous actor.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
do? Like, what's your day job?
So I do social media for a company that makes life worse for prisons.
I've seen that social media going.
They're trying to do like Wendy's Twitter.
Yeah.
Like from 2016,
Yeah.
they're trying to do that for it's like a so it's not exactly directly harming the prisons. It's like private prisons like PR firm. And so it's called
you guys like rip apart the prisoners in those private prisons, right? You make fun of them.
we like roast the prisoners, and it's like it just pays the bills, and it's
Yeah,
minimum
totally.
wait. Like it's
I
not
get that.
amazing, and
This
I don't
is
love
nuts.
it, but like
You have a poll?
I have officially been to court with the employers and parents of every single person on
That's
this table.
improv, man. That's the
Wait,
magic of
what
improv.
are the
No
freaking
way.
odds?
Because that is being used to deny prisoners' rights. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
I've gone head to head
That's
with your
so
bosses.
funny.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
so insane.
I mean,
That's
it's like we
nuts.
all have to take jobs. These are like, I don't endorse it. It's just like these are just the jobs that are available, and I
Totally.
would never work in a restaurant.
Totally.
No, I could never. It holds me back, and it's just so disgusting.
dirty. It's
It's
literally
really hard
so
to get
dirty.
a shift covered.
It's
like,
tough.
just so you had an audition.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get a shift covered.
I was a
if you're-
busboy for 15 years.
What?
It was so
Whoa.
That's
crazy.
When you were in
insane.
law school?
Law school, I started at 15.
Okay, I've got a pull for that.
Okay.
Hey, busboy, you seem a little young to be in here. What are you doing?
I don't know, that improv doesn't sound right. I feel like you're not doing something that
Yeah,
I feel.
it sounds like you're trying to copy somebody else's
What are you
style.
guys
I
talking
couldn't tell.
about?
Did you
I feel
start? Were you talking or were you pulling
Yeah.
an initiation?
I think you need to go from yourself. Don't like put on a voice.
I just am not. I'm not. That was me. Just I don't know. Okay, let me.
You're doing like groundling stuff where you're doing a big character. Just go back to you.
Okay, I'll try again. Hey, busboy, you look a little young to be here.
Who are you
Now you're in
talking
your
to?
head, and I can tell.
You're so in your head. And now you're trying to be funny.
Maybe just like, what if we all take a deep breath?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then out, and then
1.
2.
3.
5. Oh, damn it. Everything I do is right.
That's so
There is no 4 in this universe. If that's true, what else is?
Oh my gosh! If there's no
If
4
there's
in
no
this
4
universe, it's called the Fantastic 3. Let's keep going. Let's get more. Let's get more. Let's get more. Let's get more. Let's get more.
If
We need
there's
more.
no 4, then it's like connect 3.
Okay. Let's get more. Let's get more. Let's get more.
Let's get more. Let's get more.
Let's get more. Let's get more of these.
Let's get more.
Let's get more of these.
If there's no 4-door in a car, it's like a 3-door in a car.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
Yes.
good.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
not good at this because it's premise pulling, and I don't know what the fuck that is.
Okay, if there's no 4, then we can't play Foursquare, which is my favorite short form game.
And what would you and what would you play instead?
Oh, damn. 1 second. I don't want to invent anything. Maybe let's go back to what's been done. 3 square.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. If there were no 4s, it would just be a George Mann grill.
That's good.
That's awesome.
And edit. That's an edit.
Uncle, there's no time to play anything like that.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Thanks,
you
guys.
found it again, man.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So funny.
Hey, here's a question. How hard was Zoom improv during the pandemic?
Oh my god. It's just like it doesn't have the magic.
It honestly killed me. It honestly ruined my life. When theaters shut down, I didn't know what to do, and I don't know how you guys managed to pull through, but it honestly ruined me. I tried to do any shows I could, but no venue was open, and so what I would have to do was indie improv on Zoom, and you're performing to just yourselves, and that's no real different than indie improv, but it felt different.
Yeah, I totally agree, buddy. I think it was the darkest times because I couldn't connect with my friends.
Yeah.
And I hate to get deep here, but it's just like I'll just be vulnerable because I trust you guys. You guys are my best friends. Zoom improv was so hard because I couldn't just like be with my buds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just trying to pull premise, and it's like really hard to pull premise when there's like a lag, and then someone doesn't know what you're saying, and so you have to just pretend that that's what the initiation was, and you just can't. It's just so inorganic, and I think that's what people don't understand is it just doesn't work, and I don't know why people kept organizing those shows because it's just torture.
We needed something, right? We needed something. I didn't want another hobby. I was working overtime because the court system was such a GD mess at that point. There was so much going on. I was zooming into court cases. I mean, that's what was actually
Wait,
happening.
did you ever confuse a court case for a Zoom improv show?
God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Or
that'd be
or the
crazy.
opposite?
Oh my god.
Of course not, but let's see that.
Let's see it.
Oh, I'm so late for this deposition.
I'm a stenographer.
Wait, there's 6 of you. That means, oh, dang, this is my improv class. Guys, I thought you were my deposition.
Meanwhile, in the other place, please, he'll be here. He'll be here. I promise.
Do you want to see my panties?
God, I love how we did both scenes and you had the confidence to come in there and go, switch it.
Yeah.
It's like that short form game, Parallel Universe.
No, I love Parallel Universe. I play it before bed.
Really? And Cameron, I will say you're one of the funniest improvisers I've ever seen.
Thank you so much.
You have that great 2-person show. It's you, Cameron, and Ashley Geronto, right? And you're just so much funnier than her every single time.
Oh my
Ashley
God, thanks.
Geronto. I was in writing lab with Ashley Geronto.
She is crazy.
She's so crazy.
She is absolutely unpredictable and wild.
Ashley
She's just
Geronto, that brings me up into a new point, which is Zoom improv made dating hard.
How?
How did you guys date? I didn't meet.
I thought
you know what I mean?
aren't you dating a?
No, I have a really, really, really hot girlfriend, but it was hard to flirt.
But you were
Oh, you mean it was hard to meet because you do most of your flirting at improv shows?
You guys don't?
No, I'm married. I got a wife.
But you don't flirt at an improv show? When you
I
see
don't
that
know.
girl
Yeah.
and she's got ankle length pants and you could see her Vans and she's got a t-shirt French tucked.
I mean, honestly, it was really good
Improv
for
girl?
me, I think, in that sense to not because I kind of worked my way through a lot of people on my team, and so it was
you
really
slept with
nice
everybody
to-
on your team?
He did.
I mean, yeah. I think it was nice to just have that barrier and have that separation.
What team was this?
This was Friday.
Oh,
I love Friday.
Okay, we
Yeah.
all knew you were all sleeping together. And
Yeah.
we knew it all started
Well,
with
we're
you.
not together, all just with me.
No, that would be crazy. Orgies, I think improvisers can't do.
I don't
because
think we can because
get
we're
too awkward.
We're
But-
doing too much.
It's funny because I feel like improvisers are really sex positive to a point.
To a point.
And then they get weird conservative.
Yeah. But
crazy.
it's funny because I feel like I'm not around a sex positive atmosphere in court. That's not what we're talking about usually. And if we are talking about it,
No.
it's literally illegal.
Okay, we gotta see this scene. We gotta
We
see this scene.
have to see the scene.
Pulling a lot from just me. It's hard for me to play in that.
It's because I'm sorry, you live in a different world.
I get it.
Otherwise we'd just be pulling improv premises out of talking about improv,
Can
and
you
like, what
imagine?
is that? Can you imagine
Like
that?
improv about improv is
Can you
such a
imagine that?
mind F.
No,
Can
it's
you
and I
imagine
and I
that?
don't ever want to hear it, and
Can
it
you
sounds
imagine
awful.
subjecting
Oh my
somebody
gosh.
to that?
It's like imagine doing something like a 45-minute show or something that's improv by improv, like a meta thing. That sounds awful.
Might as well just eat your own asshole.
Yeah, might as well make out with yourself in
sir,
the mirror.
I've been on Harold Night before, and no thank you. That's why I approve Poppy, the audition base.
Okay, wait. So you were saying? Oh no, we were pulling from you.
Oh
Well,
yeah, we were pulling from my story, my little anecdote.
You know, I don't remember what it is.
You would be a
Let's
good
just-
monologist.
Monologist?
Yeah.
Monologist.
Yeah, monologist.
Have they ever asked you to
Monologist.
do Big Mouse?
Big Mouse. I have been asked to do Big Mouse. I did Big Mouse a couple times.
Whoa, that's
Whoa.
great.
You guys
I
pull
just
a
like
Big
never
Mouse,
want to
you
do
really
that.
cool.
Charlie Cookie was on there.
He is a legend
yeah.
and so funny. He's so funny. I hope the allegations aren't real.
No,
Right.
I think the
That
same.
is
He's
really
so
hope
funny
so.
that I hope you guys ever feel like someone's so
Because
funny
it
that
hurts
they make
your heart.
they make your
just-
accusations seem quieter because
Yeah.
they're so damn funny.
God, it pains me because I know. I mean, I could say the same thing about Jim Allister. You know,
Jim
it's like
Allister.
I
Jim
idolize him.
crushes.
And I
Gosh.
just I really hope.
No,
I
it's
really
Jim-
hope it's not true.
Jim Allister, I quite literally am friends with one of the people that is a victim of him, but his buttons are so funny.
Oh, I hope it's not true. I hope
gosh.
she's lying. Oh no, but it's so probably definitely
So
true.
probably
That's
true.
what sucks
And
about
it's actually
all this.
good. And actually good that they're removed now. It's really
no,
good.
it's so
but-
good because it gives the rest of us
Oh my gosh.
spots on the team.
Are you guys pranking me? Because we're again talking about people that I'm representing in court.
No way.
Okay, so can you tell us? Can you tell us? Is he guilty?
No, I can't tell you guys that. Come on, guys. I
Damn.
can't do that. But let's just say they hired me, and at this point in my career, I have a lot of money.
Yeah, it feels like you work on insanely controversial cases. So it sounds like Jim Allister might have done something,
Yeah.
but he's so
funny and it's like
so
he,
funny.
I
he
saw.
got on that Netflix show and he still comes back to do these shows
Yeah,
and
it's
hang
so
out and
good.
he's always talking to all the girls after.
It's
Yeah.
so fun. I saw him do a Jamaican accent for 45 minutes straight in a set, and it was so funny.
Have you guys watched his Netflix show, Creepy Fuck? He's so funny on it.
He's
Well,
so
wait,
funny. That's such a
I
good
loved
show.
his first one. I'm a little stupid bitch, creepy fuck. Talk to me, baby.
Yeah, they really cleaned it up for the second one.
His second show with a very similar name.
Just a shorter one.
I'm telling you, Cameron, you're one of the funniest guys I've ever seen.
You're one of
So
the
much
funniest
funnier
guys
than your
I've ever
partner.
met.
Oh, sometimes I think it's just my smile. That's what my mom says.
That's so great. Yeah.
She's from India.
Awesome.
Okay,
That's
cool.
cool.
That's really awesome.
So, do you guys what's like your next step? What's the end goal? What's the game? Because for me, it's always just a really fun side gig. It's something to do. It's something to take the mind off the day.
Well,
Like,
for me,
when are you gonna give it up, or when are you gonna grow into it, or what's the next step for
We
all?
give
I
it
don't
up?
think I could ever. No.
No way.
yeah, I'm actually
No.
opening up an improv school. I'm starting to teach.
That's
Not improv school,
incredible.
just
Really?
teaching classes now.
You are.
Yeah.
That's so incredible. Are you like one of those? You should try to teach like businesses and stuff. That's what's so amazing.
That's a cash
No,
cow, dude. That's a
no,
cash cow.
No,
That's a cash cow.
No, I don't want to work with people that aren't in it. That
Yeah,
don't
no,
love
I get
it,
that.
you
I get
know?
that. I
I
get
would
that.
say a counterpoint is businesses have a lot more money than actors that.
Okay, we
only spend
gotta pull
$75
that.
a
We
class.
gotta pull that.
I think
Business
you
have.
should listen to that. I think you should listen to that.
We
instead of
gotta
pulling
pull that. We
Okay,
gotta
go
pull
for
it.
it. Pull it.
Okay.
I zoned out, to be honest.
I zoned out also.
I think there's a big problem.
Oh, I hate being on the back line and just freezing. I suck ass. I suck
no,
ass
don't
so
What was your
much.
biggest
Don't
freeze?
do
What
that.
was your biggest freeze?
Oh
Oh,
my
gosh.
Oh my
god.
god.
Wait, I do want to answer your question though. Like, what's going on? Like, what do I want to do?
I would like to know about kind
The
of.
question is,
your
what's
life.
going on?
The
No,
life-
what- like,
what's
what we
your
wanna
future?
do.
Like what's
What's
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
yeah. What's going on?
I want to be the man who's written the most pilots in the world.
cool.
That's the dream.
And how many have you written so far?
I've written 50.
Wow, that's actually incredible.
Yeah, and
incredible.
I know that in our industry, there's not really a place for just pilot writers. But
So
that's
you
what-
don't want to like pitch them and make them
no
shows at all.
No, going into the same office all the time would be so. I just
Ugh,
know
you're so
the art
right.
of the pilot, and I've taken pilot classes. And if anything, I want to start teaching how to write a pilot class.
You
Like,
should.
That's so great.
That's
And Cameron, I just
awesome.
want to really instill you're one of the funniest people, and
Thank you so
there's
much.
no way you don't have a future in this industry.
Oh,
there's
that's
no way.
so good to hear,
your,
dude. Because
your comedy
sometimes-
partner, Ashley Geronto, I don't know about her. Maybe cut her loose.
Oh, now I get
Ashley's
it.
so sweet though.
But Ashley
She's
is
so sweet.
and she's so
She's-
organized.
and
You don't
so-
think Ashley's good?
You think Ashley's organized? I don't know about
I think
organized.
I've
Ashley's
seen
really
Ashley-
organized.
Ashley sends me spreadsheets. When she was she would write her characters in Writer Lab in Excel sheets. And it was really impressive. Like, it was amazing. I see that stuff all day as a
Now I know
Yeah.
which Ashley you're talking about. To
Yeah.
be honest,
Your partner?
The really nervous one?
No, because I improvise with so many girls, and that's what I also want to talk about. I want to talk about the difference in gender and how
Yeah.
the numbers are shifting, right?
The numbers are shifting.
Like our Poppy team used to have one girl a team,
Mm-hmm.
and thank God now there's two.
Yeah, and it's like, it's really, and thank you guys so much for giving me the space to talk about this. Like, you guys are truly some of the good ones. Like,
Ah,
you can,
thanks.
like,
Thanks.
Sweetest thing anyone's
it's
ever
like,
said
you
to
really
me. Thank
can.
You. Thank you.
And yeah, I would say, like, I mean, it's good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's great that, like, more women are doing this, and it's great. But it's, like, it's also awesome to, like, be on a team with, like, a bunch of your big brothers. You know what I mean?
Do you
like,
feel,
on
like,
Friday,
safer?
yeah, I feel like a lot safer. Just like rolling up to a bar with everybody at Friday behind me. You know, it's like I just feel protected, and I just like I never had a big brother, and so
I
it's
feel that
just,
way
like,
about girls. I love improvising with girls.
You really seem to have the opposite opinions of almost every other person I improvise with. It's
Really?
really, yeah, and I'm used to,
Really?
look, I'm in court. I hear different points of view all the
Yeah.
time. You've
Yeah.
been playing devil's advocate for some awful things
Yeah,
all night.
nobody likes.
No, I mean,
the
I don't
tier.
like any of these things. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're all problems, but I just like think change would be like, why would we do that?
Right.
So you could be excluded from teams because maybe you're not good enough, you haven't taken enough classes, or because of your gender, and you think change
No.
would-
Nobody should ever be excluded. I just like, I don't know if you guys get, like, it's like, it should just be made up of people who like get it.
Sure.
People
Sure.
who get it.
I just wish in my world, I wish more girls would show up to the indie space because they're just you know,
Yeah.
they show up. Usually, one of the guys scares them off, and then they go. And there's just no way to get
they're
them back.
scary. I will admit.
There's a lot of
Well, I
scary
mean,
dudes
I don't
there.
blame them. I was once I saw a scene. I was at the clubhouse and I saw two guys doing a scene, and a girl went to swipe at it, and they didn't see her.
No, that they said no. They said no.
Wow.
Yeah.
They said no. We're not done here.
And that is tough.
And
Sometimes
I was like,
you have to
that
be loud, you have to be
sucks,
scrappy,
dude.
and it.
I know, and it's just like I don't want my girlfriend to watch that stuff.
Yeah.
She comes to all my shows. Do you guys have significant others? Do they go to your shows?
I have a wife. She came to the first year of shows, and then she hasn't since. But it was so nice of her to come. If there's a big one, she'll maybe come out. Like when I play with Crazy Uncle Joe show every now and then at Groundling, she'll come by. especially
Wow.
if the
So
guest
you're
is-
literally on every show in Hollywood.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You've been on Poppy?
When they ask me, I haven't done Poppy. I did the senior version of Poppy. I did
Oh my
Wildflower. I
God!
did Wildflower.
You've done everything.
Yeah, because I told you I was friends with people that started the ESCC. So
That's incredible.
I mean,
Wow.
I've just been around. I'm an old fart. I'm an old fart with nothing to do at night. That sometimes I don't want to go home because I'm so caught up in my own feelings after seeing somebody who I know is innocent spend a life in jail. Like I just
We
need
gotta
someone else to
pull
say-
from that.
We gotta pull from that.
Oh,
we gotta pull
we
from
gotta
that.
pull from that.
from that.
Okay, all right. Cut to the courtroom.
I swear I'm innocent.
No, you gotta spend your whole life in jail.
That was really funny.
That was really.
That
good.
was really funny.
That was really
I
funny.
will say
That
there
wasn't
was
very
that was
funny.
really funny.
there wasn't.
wasn't very funny.
I
That was
didn't know
very
where
funny.
you were.
Oh, I mean,
the
like,
who,
I
what, where,
think-
when, why. Like I knew we were at the courthouse.
But who, what, where, when, why is
Interesting.
such a school thing for me, and it's just like improv.
That's just like once you get good enough, you could break the rules.
Yeah.
It did feel very real for me because I didn't kind of see a comedic lens.
I thought it was really funny.
I thought it was really funny. I mean, the idea
You
that
should come play a
someone-
show with me. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, let's
yeah,
do it.
Let's
do it.
Let's definitely do it.
Yeah. You host what do you host?
I host Electric. It goes up at 1 a.m. to 4
Okay.
a.m. And
Okay.
at 4 a.m. the jam starts. So you can come at any time. I'll get
You
you out
gotta
and we can
go.
just
What are you
go.
guys doing
Okay.
tomorrow? I'll
Tomo-
tell you what I'm doing. I'm waking up at 6 a.m. to pick up shopping carts, and then I'm picking 20 people's brain, one after the other. Do you guys love to pick people's brains?
Yeah.
That's just
I mean,
not
I don't
me.
do that anymore. My brain gets picked at this point. I
Yeah,
miss the
for
day when
sure,
I used to
dude.
pick brains because I used to learn so much.
Don't you love I will say the improv community is so good about like learning from each other.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And learning what not to do. you
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow I'm getting up in the morning and literally shoot me. I'm gonna film a TikTok.
Oh my
No,
god.
what?
Is it for anti-prison?
No, it's just like I'm trying to like do that horrible shitty thing that everyone's
Oh.
doing right now, and like
Ugh.
it's so not funny.
I think I've
all.
seen your TikToks being shared. You started doing it during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started doing it.
You actually have a
during the
lot of TikTok followers,
No,
don't you?
yeah, but it's like I'm rolling my eyes the whole time. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's not
How many
funny.
TikTok followers do you have?
Like 500,000.
Whoa.
But it's like literally shoot me.
That's
Yeah.
insane that you wouldn't like that, because I would love that.
I mean, it's just like it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's actually so annoying.
Cam, different people can like different things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird to hear that it bothers you, because that's my dream.
Well, I mean, you can do it.
You think?
You
I
should
think
do
you
it.
can
Do you
do
have
it
any
too.
ideas for videos?
Yeah, do you have any ideas, Cam?
Yeah, maybe we can bounce them around.
Yeah.
All right. Let me think of some ideas. This is okay. I was thinking about
No, say it. Go ahead.
nothing. I was thinking about doing a British character
That's really funny.
who
I
plays
saw you.
the bongos.
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome.
That's really
That's
fun.
great, man.
That's really great.
Is that funny?
Yeah.
I saw your friend Ashley Dronto doing videos. I gotta say they were not good.
Hey, we've talked about Ashley a lot, and I feel like we don't necessarily need to be ragging on her, man.
I
Every
think we
single
all
time.
know what Ashley's deal is.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it's like she's in that category of people who are making, and I'm in it too, making awful content. Just like throw up, piss, barf content. No, but she's a lovely girl. She's
No,
so
yeah.
organized.
Yeah, she tries so hard.
She's
Okay.
really organized. She's really nice.
Who's your guys' dream career?
Atticus Finch. To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, you wanna be in it?
No, I'd want to like do what he does. Like I thought he was like a really bold, cool guy. Fought, interesting, but fought for the right thing at a hard time.
And who is he?
He's a lawyer from To Kill a Mockingbird, a book by Harper Lee.
I'm not
It's a
familiar with
beloved
that
classic. You guys read a lot,
No.
one. No.
and you guys didn't read in school.
No, I didn't read.
Okay, we cut to that school.
What school?
That was funny.
No, what school? A school where they didn't read? Is that the premise?
Yeah.
Okay, cut to it then. I'm confused why we keep cutting to real things. I'm about to talk to you guys about something genuine, and then we're cutting away every time.
But try it.
Okay, welcome to the school where nobody reads.
That's good.
That's really
What do you
funny.
mean?
If I had to give notes, I'd say you came in too strong.
What? Guys, I think you guys need to figure out your work-life balance. And I think you need to treat improv like work because it's not play because you guys are treating it too seriously.
Really?
You think?
Yeah, I think so. I think you got to give it a little more perspective.
What do you think happens if we take it too seriously? We don't get better. What happens?
I don't know. I think you lose yourself.
And all you do is talk about improv.
Yeah. That's all you do. Spend your free time
I
doing
think I'm
improv.
just spending my whole life, like, it's just flashing before my eyes where it's just like, I'm at the clubhouse, I'm at UCB,
Yeah.
I go to a bar, I come home, I talk about improv, I think about improv, and then I go to bed, and then I wake up, and then it happens again.
And I tell you what, you're going to do that over and over and over again, and then you're going to turn 45 years old, and it's going to get harder to get out of bed. And it's going to get harder to go to sleep.
Because my knees are so old?
Yeah.
Sorry. At this point of the hour, I get crazy.
It's noon.
I literally just woke up.
I don't think that's gonna happen to me.
What?
I don't think that's gonna happen to me.
All right, guys.
Do you want to
You don't
see
think
my
that's
big
gonna happen to
boner?
you? No.
Do you want to see my big boner?
Ah, not today, Frankie. You're always pulling out your big boner at the Taco Bell.
That's so funny.
That's really
That's
good.
So
you should write a
funny.
sketch about that.
That's really good.
You think?
No, it's really good.
Maybe before we
You
leave,
guys are on the right path. It's really good, guys.
do you wish you were at a round table of lawyers?
No. First of all, it wouldn't be a round table. It would be a long table. And it would be a big dinner. It would be boring as F.
It feels like you don't like either or. You're just like bragging about one to talk to about the other.
Bragging about going to court all the time.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I guess I see myself in you guys. I was really into improv in the beginning.
Oh, really?
Really into it.
Yeah.
Like what years?
I
What
got a grasp.
changed?
2013 to 2016.
It's crazy.
And you
You're on
just like
all
really
those house
succeeded
teams. Yeah.
deeply.
Yeah, I did really well. I did all the stuff. And then I realized, well, it made me feel empty. So started doing other things.
That's
Started
crazy
being
because like improv is the only thing that brings me any happiness.
That's awesome, man. Hold on to that.
No, you know what? I'm gonna change my life right now.
No. I don't- That's you don't have to change it. This
I'm gonna change my life right now.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit.
You put your on mess hall and mod. Don't quit.
I'm gonna quit.
You wanna? I would love to be on those teams. Don't quit.
I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit, and then I'm just gonna like fly to Oregon, and I'm gonna like become like I'm gonna do woofing. That's what I'm
You're
gonna do.
gonna
Something,
woof?
I'm gonna do something fucking crazy. I'm gonna quit. I'm going to quit my place on 2 house teams, and I'm gonna go woof. And you know what? I'm gonna come back enlightened, and I think I'm gonna come back better than everyone here.
And what are you gonna do when you come back?
What do I do when I come back?
Yeah, you're gonna go off, you're gonna do that, and you're gonna come back. What are you gonna do?
Well, then I go right back on stage to improv.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait, this is making me a tad bit spiral. What would I do?
We shouldn't spiral. We shouldn't
Because
spiral.
here's my thing is, the thing besides doing improv, what I do is I pick brains. So if I can't pick someone's brain at coffee, then if I can't do improv, then why would I pick their brain at coffee? You know what I mean?
Oh, because you're pulling for them to be characters on stage later.
And I'm trying to like learn about the system. So what the heck do I do? That's it. I'm gonna quit.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna freaking quit. And I'm gonna smoke weed and steal catalytic converters. That's what I'm gonna freaking do. And I'm gonna sell them.
All right.
This is actually making me spiral like I've never thought of improv like this.
man.
And I think I'm gonna quit. I think I'm gonna quit hosting one of my shows. Maybe the one at 7
No,
a.m.
don't hang it all up.
No, I'm gonna quit hosting one of my shows, the one at 7 a.m.
But haven't you been doing that for 5 years?
for 5 years. It's
The one where everybody plays on Molly.
everybody plays on Molly, and well, basically what it is I let all the teams bring, and however many people they bring at 7 a.m. and they're on their team, they get a certain amount of time. And a certain amount of Molly. And so basically, you're seeing these
Such an
great
expensive show.
sets.
It's so
about
expensive.
about a minute per person. So if your team is 4 people, you get 4 milligrams of Molly at 4 minutes to play.
Wow.
And it crushes. And then at the end, that goes on for about an hour and a half. But you have to stay the whole time. You have to stay the whole time. Otherwise, next time you can't come back. And at the end of the hour and a half, then I invite one person, one of my friends, it could be one of you, to do an hour and a half slow play mono scene together.
So you're gonna quit that show.
You're gonna give that up?
No, now talking about it, I think it's just such a good pinnacle in the scene. You know, I think it should
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't want to spiral you. I was throwing my own garbage onto all of you. Do your thing. I think all of you maybe love this community and need this community. Don't let me change it for you.
Maybe you should
here.
quit being a lawyer.
You know what? Absolutely not.
Oh my God. I just got an audition to be in a Snapchat commercial for Dunkin' Donuts.
Could you
No
ask them if I
way.
can
I'm
come?
the greatest comedic mind of our generation.
Could you ask if I can come?
Yeah, I mean, I it's like on Actors Access.
I feel like we need to like help each other out. We should all do this. Can we all
Right.
come? We should all go to the audition.
Right.
I would love if it's
I
a
would-
group one. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of solo. I would talk to your agents and see if there's something that they can do. I mean,
But you're the
It's kinda-
greatest. That's really cool. What you said, I believe. You are the greatest.
Listen-
I don't do commercials after my Tostitos campaign. So
I'm
Legal-
gonna kill you. I'm gonna throttle you with my hands.
Whoa! Don't
have everything I want.
boner's in the way.
Stop improvising about your dick.
Well, it's funny.
this has been Artists and Artists and Artists and Artists answering the question. Now that's why they call it show business. Good night.
Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists is an improvised Hollywood roundtable podcast created and performed and produced by Kylie Brakeman, Jeremy Colhane, Angelo Giratana, and Patrick McDonald. AOA is a Sugar 23 podcast. Michael Mayer and Michael Sugar, executive producers. Liam Billingham, producer. Production support by Angelo Restaino and Anthony Defranchesco. Music is by Gabriel Ponton.
Edited by Connor McCabe.
The opinions expressed on this podcast do not reflect the opinions of anyone who works on it, not even the performers, because this is an improvised podcast and we're stupid. Full video versions of AOA are available on YouTube, so please like and subscribe and leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Good night, Hollywood.